is Irre, and I'm doing a presentation on Japanese funerals. So the first part of a Japanese funeral includes the Otsuya, which is like a tradition. It's like the funeral wakes that we see in here in Western culture. It's where families and friends usually gather to give their condolences to the deceased or the family of the deceased. Um, we also see families light up incense. It's traditional, and they're usually held like in the evening for about 1 or 2 hours. And the next day is the actual funeral. Here they perform a lot of rituals. The most common being the oshoku, which is where guests grab a little bit of incense and rub it on the forehead and then let it drop back into the bowl. Uh, it's also the last chance for most friends and family. Mostly friends to see the body of this deceased, and they usually place like flowers around the body. The attire, well, it's the attire is like Western culture. It's just like the most the color of choice is black. We usually see men wearing suits, and women usually wear a little bit like uh, dresses, but like not really revealing. But they can also wear kimonos depending on um, how close they are or status. Um, if anyone has long hair, it's expected for them to like tie it up in a knot. Uh, a lot of families usually hire a Buddhist priest. They help with performing rituals. Um, they chant the sutra. The sutra is like a traditional Buddhist text, and it's meant to like help guide the spirits onto the next world. They also give the deceased a new name, but it's usually like a very uncommon or complicated name. The purpose of this is to it's to not accidentally like say that name during everyday conversation. And here I have a video of a priest chanting. Okay, so cremation. The majority of citizens in Japan usually are cremated. I found out it stems from Buddhism, where it is said that cremation helps eliminate any pollution that the body has created, and it also helps move the spirit of the deceased into the next world. Um, Actually, a lot of families are present during the cremation, and afterward, they're expected to like pick up any remaining bones and using chopsticks and putting it into the urn. So, incense, as I talked earlier, they usually have incense. Uh, that being mako and senko. Manko's the one where you grab it, pinch it, and then rub it against your forehead and then sprinkle it back into the bowl. And senko's the one that families usually use, and they hold it with their right hand and then put it out with their left hand. And they usually have like uh, three incense sticks. Then we have okoden. Okoden is refers to offering money. So guests usually give the family of the deceased money, that being between 3,000 yen or 30,000 yen. And it depends on how close the person and the deceased were. It is also usually given out after the wedding, or else it seems inappropriate. I actually found two customs related to Japanese funerals. The first one being salt, which is giving out like after the funeral. The reason for this is it is said that salt protects people from bad spirits, and it's usually like um, sprinkled into the shoulders or onto the person's house. And the other custom is to not go directly to any house after the funeral. The reason for this, it is said that if you go into a house, usually like and um bad spirits will follow. So it is best to like go into a public place, say a restaurant or a park. And the reason for this is to like confuse them and stop them from following you. Um, so family is of a very big value in Japan and very evident in the graves. They usually have family graves. Um, so whenever a family member is deceased, they usually put a little bit, well, I think most of the ashes into like a little holder on the bottom. So, so they they share grapes. And I found that a festival called Obon, it usually takes place during the summer for about 3 days, and the purpose of this festival is to honor the um, ancestors. So one tradition related to this festival is to put up lanterns into people's houses to like guide um, their ancestor spirits back into their home. After the festival, they like put them in the river so like they can return to the world. Uh, People usually also give out flowers. Uh, they go to they visit their ancestor graves and like get them flowers, and they also make like altars for their deceased. They usually it's actually kind of similar to the Dia de los Muertos, which kind of surprised me. And here I have a short bit of the festival. So I found that very interesting, and this is why we're excited. So thank you for watching.